Hey, what's up you guys? In this video, I'm sharing how to migrate from AWS S3 to Cloudflare R2. There's been a growing trend of people moving to R2 due to their zero egress fees, meaning you don't pay to retrieve the data. And you save a lot of money when you do that because AWS S3 does charge you for egress. The first thing that you're going to want to do is modify your AWS credentials file. Your credentials file is going to need to have your AWS S3 API keys, which you should already have if you're already using it. And it's also going to contain your API keys for Cloudflare R2. R2 is S3 compatible, meaning we will be able to migrate the data fairly seamlessly. And the first thing you're going to want to do is generate those API keys in Cloudflare. When generating the API keys in Cloudflare, make sure to give it admin, read and write permissions. This way, you're able to list the buckets in DiffDesk, which is the app that we will be using to migrate the data from S3 to R2. Once you have the API keys created, you can modify the AWS credentials file. The credentials file typically has a profile name and usually it defaults with your API keys. That one you can leave intact. You're gonna add a second profile to be the R2 profile. That profile you can attach the R2 API keys so that you have two profiles. One is going to be your source profile, meaning AWS S3, and the other profile is going to be the R2 profile, which is going to give you access to those buckets. So the first part is going to be to choose the source data. If you click on S3 and choose S3 as the storage type, and then click on the profile that corresponds to the S3 profile in your AWS credentials file. After that, you can click on the region. So just choose the region where the corresponding bucket lives, and then choose your bucket. After that, I can choose the folder that's going to serve as the source folder to move the data. And at this point, I will choose the destination bucket in R2. So if I click on storage type of R2 and I enter the profile and then I choose the R2 profile that we created, and both of these automatically get fetched from the AWS credentials file. So DiffDesk will automatically look there. That is literally the default place for all AWS credentials files. So after you choose your R2 profile, enter your account ID. In your Cloudflare dashboard, you can go under object storage and choose and copy the account ID. It should be listed there at the bottom right corner. Copy and paste it into the account ID field. And after that, choose your S3 bucket and then your destination folder. So at this point, we can compare the source folder to the destination folder. Now the source folder in S3 to the destination folder in R2. So I'll choose an individual file, move it over to R2. Now I will choose a folder and move that over to R2, and you can drill down to make sure that the data is there and intact, and you can preview the images to make sure to give it a visual inspection that the files made it there and are not corrupt. Sometimes you do get corrupt files, and if you do, your obvious sign is going to be that they're modified. It's going to read that they're different files, meaning you have a discrepancy there. Check it, and if you see that, then just re-upload it. Now, rather than doing this one by one on all of the files and folders, I will choose all of the files and folders and merge them into the destination folder, and that will automatically fetch all of the files from S3 and place them in the R2 bucket. Once that's done, then I like to do a visual inspection of everything. All right, so there you have it. The data is now fully migrated into R2, and what's nice about this is, it facilitates the migration process from one cloud provider to another cloud provider. Right now I'm dealing with images, but if it's software, meaning lines of code, you can compare the lines of code to make sure that the lines of code are identical. You can also compare videos. If you're migrating videos, you can compare them side to side, make sure that they are in fact the same file. I love being able to do these comparisons because they make me confident that everything is there and I am safe to remove them from AWS S3. So if you're comparing two videos, one 7 gig video and another 7 gig video. To compare those two videos, the software is going to take a hash of the left or the source video and the destination video. The problem is that with videos that are 7 gigs or just large videos, the hashing process takes a long time. The other way to compare is simply do a comparison of the byte length. That's a very simple comparison, so the process is going to go faster. Depending on what kind of files you're migrating, you can increase or decrease the threshold. You might not want to hash large videos, and perhaps you only want to hash small files, text files. The software has thresholds. After, call it 10 megabytes, that's the default for DiffDesk. You can adjust that depending on your data. So if you want to avoid hashing large video files, then just make sure the threshold stays low. However, if you want to hash everything up to 100 megabytes or even 1 gigabyte, you can do that, just at the trade-off of the comparison lasting much longer. If you're okay with that and you prefer having a identical hash comparison to make sure that the integrity is 100% there, then increase that threshold as much as you want. Other than that, thanks for watching. I hope this helps, and I will see you guys next time.